The auspices of Rescue Marriage and Relationship Initiative, I would like us to look at today what the young people should consider in their choices of marriage. What the young people should consider in their choices of marriage. Be you a girl, be you a young man, but you want to be in a marital relationship. What are you expected to look at before you make a proposal to that young lady? And as a lady, what should you look at before you accept a proposal from a young man? Because coming together into a marital relationship is with an interest of not walking away from it in the nearest future. The people who come for matrimony, for the sacrament of matrimony in the church, particularly in the Catholic Church, they don't go there with an intention of walking away from that marital relationship when established for life. And so what do you need to know concerning the person you need to get married to, so that you go into the marriage with the understanding that it is for life? And being for life means that no matter what happens after you've said I do, you can't walk away from that relationship anymore. Even if you have courted for 6 years or more, your understanding of marital relationship will definitely change at the time you say I do. Most of us will think that we know our spouses very well, even as we are into friendship. But the status quo changes as soon as you say I do. The understanding of what the marital relationship should be changes the moment you say I do. And so someone will be telling you, well, I was surprised that there are these traces in him, these traces in her that never came to light while we were dating. Yes, it will definitely be so, because dating is different from marriage. And so what are the things that you will need to find out before you make a proposal as a young man? The medicals are very important. Very, very, very important. Medicals. So what are the medicals? Find out your genotype. Find out your blood group. Find out the rhesus factor. Check if the person has infections. And when I'm talking of infections, deadly infections are out there. But unfortunately, you find out that even before somebody will say, let me make a proposal as a young man to this young lady, they have gone beyond the preliminaries. And so how can you start thinking of deadly diseases that are sexually transmitted when you're already sleeping together? And so find out the medicals. Find out to what extent that whatever the person will be presenting to you are truth. I've seen situations where some ladies are seen to be graduates. Yes, from the part of the parents, they sent her to school to study. But unfortunately, while others were reading and going through the academics, this same person was busy gallivanting. And at the end of 4 or 5 years program, she will consider herself a graduate, while she never went to school. And so everything that you heard about her, find out whether they are true. Some are out of job, but in the morning they will prepare and leave the house like every other person to go and hustle. And if you approach them to find out, they'll be giving you names of companies where they are working, why they are out of work. If such a person has a close relationship, try to find out from such close relationship who she is. Find out from people living around her community, the church she attends. Find out who she is from them. This information you will get will make a lot of impact on you, so that you don't blindly go into proposals that you will end up regretting. If the young lady comes to your house on your invitation, please don't be in a hurry to go to bed. A lot of people are hooked into marital relationship that they wouldn't have gone into, but because the bride got pregnant and will refuse to go for abortion, which I personally never stand for. Abortion is as good as shooting the head of state. And so it's something that you should keep away from. And so if you have this information concerning the person, you can now go beyond that. Beyond that, going to find out where is this person from. You can go to their village to ask questions. What is their lineage like? Do they have some terrible diseases or situations like madness and so on? Are they Christians or they are traditional worshippers? What are they as a family? Do they have peace at home? Did the parents live together? Or was there fracas here and there? Who are their siblings? You might think it's a waste of time to get all this information, but my brother, I can assure you it's not a waste of time, because if this information will help you to make your choice, this information will also help you to live in your choices. And so you go beyond that. If you are a lady, somebody is coming to propose to you, I see a lot of drama going on. A lot of people go beyond the regulars to do their proposal. And trust people of this generation, when you talk about proposal, there are people who are pulling out their handsets and they want to record, video what is going on. Some will come with a yes, some others will come with a no. But whichever way it goes, it becomes a news. Yes, before you say yes to a man, no matter how sudden the proposal is, take your time to know who you are. Take your time to know who you are. Take your time to know what kind of man can accommodate you. Every created human being has his or her own vices. And so if you know your vices, you know where you are bad, you know the areas you go wrong, you look for a complementary person, somebody else who will understand you the way you are. Some people will go with this mind of, that is me, I can't change, so the person must take me for who I am. Beautiful. But it's not everybody who will be ready to take you for who you are. And so the proposal is made, and you want to say I do for somebody you don't even know. Somebody that when you will find out the kind of person this man truly is, you will know that you can't stay with the person even for 1 week. Some are very temperamental, very angry, and things that are not supposed to bring out quarrel is always knocking at the door of this man for quarrel. Some will go to the extent of being abusive in all ramifications. And so you find out, is this the kind of person that you will spend the rest of your life with? If you are not convinced in his personality, there will be no need rushing into it. Some people will ask, what about those who are not married? If they die, they go to heaven too. The essence of life is to be able to make heaven after death. And going to heaven quicker than you would have gone because of the choice of marriage you made is entirely out of it. A lot of people will get married to people that they know are going to lead them to early grave. We know of some of those stories that we come across every now and then, social media, the regular network, and so on. And so I don't intend that you will be part of them. Marriage is a blessing, not a curse. Marriage is what people should look forward to, not a place of imprisonment. And if the choices you make before marriages are done properly, and the person you are married to is somebody who will assure you of your safety, you will be so glad that you got married. I remember about 3 months down the line in my own case, I was in 2002, my father was asking me, "Guy, how far?" I said, "Yes, Dad, I'm enjoying this marriage. I wish I was married like 10 years before then," because I took time to find out who my wife was. Yes, I took time on my own. Incidentally, she happened to be the head of an organization that we are all part of. And so we meet at least once in a month. So I see her once in a month. I was following up on her temperament, her interest, on the things she do, and so on. And I found in her the person I know will be able to help me achieve my own lots. And I didn't have any other restriction than to go ahead to propose to her. The proposal was private. It must not be done in the party hall, in a nightclub, in a gathering. It was private, and I was surprised her response. Okay, let's look at it together and give me time. At the end of this period, I'll tell you whether I'm in or out. And I was glad that at the end of the period, she came up with a yes. And so these days, we play down on the very important things concerning marital relationship. And we bring everything to the fore when there are nothing that you need to bring to the fore. The use of the social media is breaking down most of the things that are seen to be private to us. We go on air to talk about them because we want to entertain. It's not every part of your life that everybody should know of. So, as somebody who intends to marry, I remember I once told them in a conference that I went through somewhere in Ogbomoso, the university, that if you're actually interested in getting married in the next 5 years, it's already late to start praying for it. You can imagine that. You want to marry in 5 years' time, and you've not started praying about it, you're already late. Because if God should direct you right into your marital relationship, you will be the best for it. You will understand what marriage is all about, and that is actually a place of excitement and joy, not a place of endurance. It's not a place for you to endure. There's nothing to endure in marriage. Everything about marital relationship is for the pleasure of having the union that will prepare you into eternity. I cannot imagine if I'm in pain where I am, I will also be thinking of going to heaven after I've left this life. It might not be too possible. And so heaven can be reached from here depending on your state of mind. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening to this. Certainly there might be one or two persons you think might need to see this video. Please send it to them. Let them see it also and continue to broadcast it. I'm not interested in promoting my person. I'm interested in promoting what I believe in marriage. I am a relationship enthusiast. God bless you.